because they were looking to blow up our embassy?
He was looking very seriously at our embassies, and not just the embassy in Baghdad.
We don't know precisely when, and we don't know precisely where, but it was real. We had specific information on an imminent threat, and that threat stream included attacks on U.S. embassies.
I can reveal that I believe it would have been 4 embassies.
A, that's all over the map anyway. B, in the wake of the Iraq War debate, when the administration got it wrong about intelligence, and our business was not as skeptical as we should have been about that intelligence, they have to know, or they should know, that if you're going to do something like this, you better have a consistent, clear explanation, and they did not.
No question. I mean, the imminent threat aside, just the where it was going to be, the justification for it. And the White House, it took the president quite a bit of time to address this publicly. Now he's been out there several times. But look, I think a couple things. No question that Soleimani, bad guy. This was justified in that respect. Of course, this is, a lot of people on the Trump campaign and others are trying to say that Democrats are, against this because, they're sympathetic or something. Set that aside. I mean, the credibility test, as you were saying earlier, is something that is key here, and the president simply doesn't have it. It's unclear at that briefing. I was talking to senators right after they came out of that briefing. No mention of this at all. And I can still see the look in Senator Mike Lee's eyes when he said the worst briefing ever. They did not make their case. No one mentioned embassies or things. So I think the point of that is
if they have good intel about the embassies, and if they had said that at day one, we would have had a very different conversation in this town the last second.
And I also think it's really risky for any administration when it comes to something as significant as rising tensions between the U.S. and Iran to declare victory after 1 week. I mean, Iran is playing a much longer game here. So yes, in this exact moment, Iran retaliated with a strike that did not cause any American casualties. It seemed to be pretty limited. They do seem to have backed off here. I would be hard-pressed to imagine that this is the extent of what Iran is planning, given how significant it is that the U.S. took out this general.
Also, just remember that I think what was happening on the streets of Iran was radically different before and after they accidentally shot a passenger jet out of the sky. Like, you cannot control all the factors of this at all. And I wonder if we'd be having a different conversation if that horribly tragic event had not happened, because that seems to be what flipped things internally in Iran, which is why Trump is sitting pretty right now and saying, look, they're against the Soleimani too. They're saying death to the supreme leader, not to America.
It's a great point about the limited shelf life of almost anything developing in that region. It is so volatile in the sense that a couple of weeks ago there were demonstrations against the regime. The Trump administration said, look, our sanctions are working. Soleimani's killed. There were demonstrations against America. Death to America becomes back on the streets. Now, again, they shoot down the plane, and it's about the government. So the question here is who's right. This is Wendy Sherman, who worked in the Obama administration. The president is both the arsonist and the fireman. He set the world on flames when he left the JCPOA, that's the Iran nuclear agreement, and then when he decided to kill Qasem Soleimani. Now he wants to be the fireman and say, I put this all out. And it was President Obama who called all of the problems. And, of course, President Trump caused the problems. That's her view. This is the president's national security advisor, Robert O'Brien, to Axios, saying he sees a potential opening here. I think the chances of sitting down with the Iranians and getting to a deal have improved significantly. The Iranians have realized they don't want a military confrontation with the United States, and the maximum pressure campaign is not going to end. Soleimani's belief was he could end the maximum pressure campaign by going up the escalation ladder with the United States. I think those plays are over now. We don't know. We just don't know who's right.
Well, and also the administration has been playing this game where, despite the fact that it's taken this maximum pressure campaign, despite the fact that it's taken a very hard line on Iran, they keep on insisting that they are for the Iranian people and that they support them. And the president's tweet in Farsi, especially yesterday, was indication of that, where he said, we're for you, we want to help you. But there's two sides to that as well, because the president has, of course, named Iran as part of his travel ban. He's also come out in recent days and said that he would consider targeting cultural sites in Iran. That's stuff that really resonates poorly with the Iranian people. And so on the one hand, to go out and say we're there and we support you and we continue to support you against this regime, and then make comments